Hello, Minecrafters. This is bbinme, and it's time for another episode of my Let's Play series. This is our fourth episode, or episode 003. And as you remember from the last episode, we were working on the automatic carrot, potato, and wheat farm, which initially worked really great, but over time, some problems occurred, and basically the villagers stopped farming, and then some zombies got in, and then just messed things up. All right, so I have another design in mind. I think what I'm going to do is move the building over here. You see, I've been doing some excavating over here, and let me explain what this area is. So this is a quad witch area, and I'm going to have a perimeter around it. And what I want to do is I want to put all of my kind of automatic buildings that you can go AFK at in this area. And one of them was going to be this this farm, but that farm design didn't quite work. So we're going to do another design. And why I moved it here is because why I'm going to move it here anyway, is that this area over here is the edge of my perimeter. That is the last loaded chunk right there. This kind of cobblestone wall that I put up temporarily there, that marks the unloaded chunk, or the, well, on the other side are unloaded chunks if I'm standing in the center of my perimeter. And this chunk right here would be a lazy loaded chunk. And so this chunk here is the last loaded chunk, you know, diagonally across from when I'm going to be sitting at my AFK spot. So we're going to build the new building over here, the new potato, carrot, and wheat farm over here. I have to do all this excavation. In order to do this, you know, I've done this far with my efficiency 5 pick, but it's pretty tiring, and I think we're going to get a beacon up. So in order to do that, we're going to need some iron. In order to get iron, we're going to need villagers. And so I thought we would repurpose this building, which isn't working anymore anyway, into, first of all, a villager breeder and also a small iron golem farm. So yeah, that's going to be great. So let's get down there and I'll kind of explain what we're going to do. So right now the villagers can't really get food to each other, but once I put them all together, they will be able to share food more. And also, if I put some doors down here and make a village, suddenly, and if we set up the height right, the village will be keyed to need more villagers. These guys will have food, so they'll be willing to breed. And then voila, we will start to get infinite villager breeding. So this will be great. And then underneath that, because we'll have a village down here, if we put enough doors, we can get iron golems as well. So I kind of laid down the perimeter here of what we would need for, you know, your typical iron golem farm. And so let's figure out what height we need for the iron golem farm, and then the height we will need. I think right there, I got a block right there saying that to the villager. I don't know if you can see it right there. I think that's the height of the first level of my farm. So we're going to give that a shot. I might have to dig down a little bit if I messed up my calculations, but I think that's what we're going to do. So our first step is going to be to get all these villagers that are in here except one, and that's this guy down here. He's still alive. The zombie didn't get him. I killed the zombie that was in here, but he didn't get my villager here on the other side, which is good, because I think if I remember correctly, oh, never mind. He wasn't a particularly good villager. But anyway, this guy is going to be the anchor for the doors for the village. And then all the other villagers that are on, you know, this floor and up, oop, if I can get up here, sorry, are going to come up here. So I'm gonna move this farming pad up to this dirt block level. Basically, I'm dropping this one down, or I'm raising this one up, depends how you look at it. And I'll get all the villagers up on that level somehow. And then, yeah, and then we'll be ready. So I think the first step here is I'm going to get the pad in halfway. Then I'll get these 2 villagers up there plus the guy up there, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, that wasn't too bad. I used minecarts to get the villagers from below, except for that one that I saved down there. On this level, and we still have some villagers above. But I think the next step here is I'm going to drop this pad down 1 like we planned, and I'm going to extend it out to the borders of the Iron Golem farm, and I will see you when that's done. All right, we're back, and the demo and building is done. So I took a couple hours and did work. It was quite a bit of work, actually. Demoing the building took a long time. Building it wasn't so bad. So here we go. We've got this bigger, larger pad up there. I think the building looks pretty nice. If I can just tool around, kind of has the same look as the original building. And let's go in and I will show you how it works. So what I have here is a larger pad with 2 halves. And I'll talk about the 2 halves in a sec. I've got the lights on the side and in the ceiling to make sure that there's at least a light level of 8 or above everywhere. I got the villagers from down below, and they're all in the carts here. And I've got this guy, he was a villager from above. He was a wheat farmer. But what I did is I took him out of his minecart, and I've been following him around and picking up all his wheat as he planted it. So I think he is out of wheat seeds. So I'm not going to give him any because I don't want him to plant any more wheat. But I think now he should only have carrots, which is what's on this side, sorry. Or his inventory is, got some bread and stuff, but no seeds. So on the other side, I've got, again, the farmers in carts, and these are the potato farmers in the farmers that are in the cart. And I have this wheat farmer from above as well. And again, he's used up all his things, so he should only have potatoes. All right. Oop, pick that up. That might be dangerous if they fall on either side, but oh well, we'll deal with that. So why is there a gap in the middle? So the idea is, well, first of all, I want to separate the potatoes and carrots a little bit without just having everyone do one. I thought, okay, I'll just set it up so that they do both. But also, I wanted a way when the baby villagers are running around to easily collect them. And I think what I'll do is use this mechanism. So when these doors are open, so initially I might keep it closed while I wait for a couple more villagers up here. But once I get to critical mass of villagers up here, I can open this. And the baby villagers will be able to run to the other side because they can go under this glass. The adult villagers can't. But they won't see the trapdoors, and so they will fall down into the collection area. And that's how I will collect the villagers. So there we go. I can release everyone out of their minecarts here in a bit, and they will start farming. But before we do that, I think what we need to do is get our village going. So we got one more villager downstairs. Let's go get him. Hopefully he's still alive. I've got him trapped down here in this this block of dirt here. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Zombies got him somehow. All right. Well, I'll have to get one more villager down here, and we will see you soon. All right. I found another villager, and I put him in, and I added the 11 doors that are going to mark the Iron Golem farm. So we're going to need 22 doors. And so I put one villager down here, 11 doors. So right now my village is centered right, under that middle door, but that's okay for the moment. I built this perimeter around here just to protect my my villagers here. I don't want any accidents. So yeah, I built this perimeter now so my villagers don't get killed by zombies reaching through the glass again. I was a little worried that they might be able to reach through the corner there and maybe get them. So I think my villager is safe now. All right, so let's get up here. So while I've been working, the villagers have been pretty busy. You see, oh, they're starting to breed. That's great. Oh, we even have a baby villager. All right, so things are working. So let's get everyone out of their minecart here carefully, if I can. I try not to hurt them, but it's hard. There we go. And there we go. All right, so now I think what I want, it looks like we're just got potatoes on this side, so that's good. Let's go check out the other side. All right, we've just got carrots over here. Excellent. And so what I'm going to do is I'd like one more farmer over here if I can. So I think I'm going to let some villagers breed up, and then I will, once I get a farmer, you know, I'll leave them in here and I'll just push the other ones down. So I'll figure out how to do that in a second. And I guess I got to get down there and build the collection area real quick. So let me do the collection area while this has started before I get too many villagers in here. You see I already have 2 now. So that's great. Things are working perfect. And I need the collection area so I can get rid of the baby villagers before they all grow up. So let me go work on that real quick. All right, we're back. Hey guys, it's the next day in terms of Minecraft time and real time. I did a lot of work yesterday. I got the collection area started, and then there was a problem. A zombie spawned on one of the pads. I didn't have adequate lighting up there and fell into the collection area and killed all my villagers, or zombified all my villagers, and so that really sucked. And I called it a day after that. And then today I've got back to it and did a lot of work, and you can see, yeah, things are looking pretty good. I've got both spawn floors for the iron golems. I've got the second villager in now. I took him from the collection area, used a minecart, moved him over here. We've got our 22 doors, which once we have enough villagers down here, will be enough to spawn iron golems. And I've got the building mostly complete. I've got a little bit of work here to do with the entryway. I'm going to do something there. I've got it decorated. I've got it lit up. We've got a perimeter around the building to keep the zombies out that's happen to spawn further away. And yeah, let's go down here and check out what we got. Hopefully there's not a bunch of zombies in here. No, okay, good. All right. I've got vines. The vines are kind of growing out of control here. I'll have to deal with that soon. But let's see here. Look at 30 villagers down there. Wow, that's quite a bit. So yeah, the system's already working like gangbusters. And let's go up here and I will show you how things ended up. So I moved some villagers around, playing around with different things. You know, some villagers grew up, and I killed some villagers. So let's see what you got here. Why are you falling through there? There should be a carpet there. Huh. All right, got to fix that carpet. All right, so you see, let's see, I've got, you see. That sucked. Okay, let's head up here and check out the breeding area. So as you remember, I have basically 2 cells, we could say, on either side of this chasm of trapdoors, and I've got a glass here. So obviously the adult villagers can't fall through the trapdoors because of the glass, but baby villagers try and run across to one side or the other, and then they fall into the collection area. I've got a couple farmers on each side. Let's see here. I've got 2 farmers. Got a bunch of other villagers on here that happened to grow while I was getting the machine going. I just left them because they're more breeding partners, I guess, is my theory. And what do we have here? We've got 2 farmers and 3 other villagers on this side. So that's pretty good. Carrots on one, potatoes on the other. Everything seems to be working out okay. The machine's working fine. As you can see, 30 villagers down there. That's pretty good. So, yeah, I think this was a great repurpose of this of my farm that wasn't working. Quite a bit of work, actually. But we're done. So now what we need to do or at least I'm sorry, we're done as far as the breeding cell goes. Now what we need to do is get 10 villagers into the population of the village. Right now there's only 2 villagers in it. These villagers are too high. So I got to need to get 10 villagers at this level, and also the villagers below in the collection area are too low. So that's kind of one of the tricks here. But I need to get 10 villagers at this level, and then we can start spawning iron golems. So let me go do that. And we're back. All right. I did some cleanup, saved the villagers I wanted to save, and built the iron golem baby villager separator. So, oh, there we go. Here's an iron golem. So as you can see, iron golems do come in here, and they're pushed against this lava blade, and we will collect their drops over here. We'll put some chests here in a bit. But also, baby villagers will come down here. Now, no villagers will come down here at the moment. We'll talk about that in a sec. But when baby villagers come down, the water is moving in an angle like so. And so the baby villagers will be pushed along, and they will drop into this trench, and they will be brought over here, which will be the villager containment area. And so that should work great. Now, obviously you see that iron golems are working, but we need to restart villager breeding. So the reason we don't have villager breeding right now is because we have 22 doors, 11 on each side, and if you multiply that by 0.35, let me grab my calculator, you'll find that that's a population of 7.7 villagers. We have 10 villagers, 5 on either side. So the village isn't triggered for villager breeding. Now, if we increase the number of doors by putting another 11 on the east and west side here, then there will be 44 doors in this village. Don't like that position here. Let's change that. There'll be 44 doors in this village. And if you multiply that by 0.35, I think that's roughly 15 villagers. We have 10. And so more villager breeding will be turned back on, and we'll get more villagers up in the top. All right, so I'm just going to add these doors over here. And let me think here. I got to jump up right there, I think. Okay. And we will add these doors like so. Did I do that right? Nope. Did it wrong again. Okay. I always get the position wrong the first time. All right. Again. Apparently I always get the position wrong the first and second time. Let's go for 3. Perfect. Okay. Another 11 doors over here. Hop out. All right. Now we have 44 doors. I think if we go upstairs, we will see that the villagers are happily triggered to breed again. Let me see. Yes, you see hearts. And so soon enough, we will have a baby villager. And once they do that, the farmers here will, some of the food will get used up, and then the farmers will restart planting, although that's not the goal of this area is not really to gain food items, but yeah, that's why everything's fully grown here. It's because the farmers stopped. Everyone had food in their inventory. As soon as we start breeding here, they will use up that food, and then the farmers will start working again. So I'm just waiting here for a baby villager. Everyone's got particle effects. They're all standing next to each other, so shouldn't be too long. I'm just going to cut away until we get a baby villager. All right, so I took the opportunity to farm. A couple villagers were born actually, but there's one right there. And let's go downstairs. Eventually he will try and walk across and he will get into our collection area. So let's go down here. As you can see, oh, there was an iron golem. And yeah. All right, so let's just wait till he comes down here. And I will show you how, you will see how he goes down into the villager collection spot. All right, here he comes. And wow, that didn't work at all. All right, guys. We had a little bit of a snafu, but I seem to have the problem fixed. There we go. Here's a baby villager. And perfect. All right, so recently, after for the snafu, the problem we had is that I had signs on top of those hoppers there, and baby villagers were able to get on top of those hoppers and just hang out and not get pushed into the trench. So I just moved my lava blade up one, and not a problem anymore. All right, guys, so that's our episode for today. We've taken our failed potato, carrot, wheat farm and repurposed the building into a really cool village breeding iron golem farm, and I think this is a really cool design. So I'm really happy about how things turned out, and I really enjoyed making this episode. So if you liked it, by all means hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button and you'll get more episodes from me. And if you have something to say, hey, go ahead and add a comment. We love to hear from you. Until next time, goodbye.